Okay, guys. So my name is Dor Amit. As Karen said, I'm the CTO and co-founder of Tenwood Cybersecurity, and today I'm going to present you our latest research about Bluetooth RTLS, which essentially can add to any mobile device a virtual proximity sensor based on Bluetooth. So let's talk a little bit about what is RTLS and how this mechanism works. So RTLS stands for Real-Time Location System, and it's work with a very basic principle, okay, that can convert the signal strength into approximate distance. And other than identify the exact distance or the proximate distance from the device that I want to measure, I can also measure the trend. So for example, if I have two devices and I run this app continuously, I can detect whether it's go in range, out of range, if it's come near me or goes away from me. And this opened up the door for very interesting use cases. So let's discuss some of the most common use cases. I'm sure some of it you can relate. So let's talk about asset tracking. So I like to go to the beach. I live near the beach. And every time I go to the beach with my portable JBL Bluetooth speaker, after maybe the second or third beer, I forgot where I put the speaker. It's get lost. I don't know what to do. And then I have to take my money and buy another speaker, and to be honest, I don't have any more spare money for Bluetooth speakers. I spend everything. So I need an effective solution that I can either detect the avoided speaker or do something else with it. So with this solution, what I can do is either get an alert whether the speaker is going out of range, and then I know that I lost it, or use my phone like a metal detector, just go like this on the beach, and see whether it's going in range again, and then I can find it. So I'm sure you can relate to that. Asset tracking, it's a very common use cases. When talking about RTLS system, it's already being used with Apple, with Google, with the Android devices. So again, very common use cases. What about physical access control? Are you familiar with physical access control? Usually done by smart card and other physical means. So when using Bluetooth, I can limit access or restrict access area like a military bases or other restricted places just by using a device. It can be either your personal phone with the Bluetooth-enabled device or with the Bluetooth tag dedicated. But there are other forms of using these capabilities. For example, whenever I order a cleaning services to my house, and I want to know when the cleaner arrived, when he went away, and which rooms he entered, okay? I can just use a simple commodity hardware, my old cell phone with this solution, and then whenever he arrived and go, I have a timestamp, and I can identify if it was someone else, if it was him, based on the device that he has. And it doesn't have to be only his phone. It can be maybe his earphones or any other enabled Bluetooth device. So physical access control, also very important use case. Another very nice use case is enhanced authentication. So we can use proximity as another factor when we're utilizing MFA, multi-factor authentication. So think about it when I want to log in to maybe a sensitive system. I can use proximity, okay, as another authentication factor. And if I'm not close enough to the sensitive system, I won't be able to log in. And if we take this use case one step further, okay, we can utilize even more enhanced use case that's called contextual authorization. So instead of just approve or deny authentication, I can enable the authentication, but with restrictive access. So for example, if I go into a data center and try to log into a very sensitive machine like the domain controller, for example, if I'm in the data center and the proximity sensor detects me, I can enable full privilege, but if I'm doing so from other location, maybe I just get less privilege, okay? I won't be able to write or delete data, okay? So this is mostly for defensive use cases. There are other offensive use cases as well. So for example, when we conduct a physical red teaming, for example, we can use physical recon and real-time movement tracking and detect security guides based on their Bluetooth-enabled equipments, okay? Another use case is authorized device spoofing. So the way that we are enabled or able to detect those Bluetooth-enabled devices is usually by the MAC address. This is the unique identifier of the Bluetooth devices. So if I can spoof the MAC address of the Bluetooth device, I can impersonate to someone else, maybe I mimic his device, okay? So this is something that we can conduct in a red teaming, okay? And use this as well. So what we did in the research eventually is we created a mobile app, and the goal was to create something that it's simplified, that it's approachable to anyone to try and use. This app is called Bluehawk, and it's already in the Android marketplace. You can download right now for free and use it and try it out. It's still in the proof of concept stage, so there are still some bugs, but you can still try it and give us a feedback. And the purpose is it's work with any Bluetooth 4.0 plus enabled devices, so even for your legacy smartphone, this is going to work, okay? It also have a monitor for the RSSI, the technology that we use for proximity. It's called RSSI. There are other technologies. RSSI stands for Receiver Signal Strength Indicator. As I mentioned, this is with Bluetooth 4.0 and higher. There are other technologies that are more accurate because this is only give me the approximate distance, but not the exact location. If I want to calculate the exact location, like in a triangulation purpose, like we do in a cellular phones, we need to use other technology that involve more machine. It's called trilateration, okay? And this is something that, again, can be done with RSSI, but need more devices for the receiver part, okay? We have a rule-based engine, so whenever I detect and trigger some of the rule-based that I discover, for example, getting in range or out of range, I can set a rule that, for example, utilize some of the mobile phone sensor, like recording a video, recording sound, and send me an alert, either in the phone or in the email, okay? And we support several different actions, as I stated. And let's see a short demo, okay? Now, the demo I'm going to present at the moment, it's a recorded video, okay? But after we finish, maybe I show you a live demo, if you like it, okay? What do you say? You want to see a live demo? Okay, so first let's see the recording. But before the demo, the most important part in this lecture is giving credit to the amazing Tenru team that was part in the development. So thank you, David Wolfson, Alon Karkalis, Yaniv Rodinsky, and Nof. Without you, it wouldn't happen, and we wouldn't have this app, so thank you very much. And let's see the demo, guys, okay? So before I see it, I just want to go over the demo stages, okay? So first, what we're going to do is a device discovery. We're going to scan all the devices available. Then we're going to add and save a new device that we're going to apply a rule on. Then we're going to configure a rule that is a device out of range. So when the device, Bluetooth, won't be available anymore, or it's going to go out of range, the rule going to be activated, and then the action that we're going to use is a video recording and sending a notification both in the email and on the phone screen. Okay, and then we're going to view the result. So let's see what happened, okay? So now we're starting the app. We start scanning the devices. I'm going to narrate the video, okay? It's just a short 2 minutes video, and then we can see here the RSSI, which is the signal strength of every found device. In a short minute, you can see the distance that we can convert the RSSI into distance in meters, okay? Actually, there is a formula you can find online and see it for yourself. Then I'm going to detect my cell phone and save it as a saved device, and I'm going to apply a rule on my cell phone. This is a Galaxy S20 FE. So let's go create a name for this device. And now we're going to create a new rule. So we create a rule name, and then we define which action we want to see. Okay, so the action I chose is getting a regular notification on the phone screen and record front video. And we have several different conditions supported. The condition I chose was getting out of range, as discussed. So now we have the rule, we have the name. Okay, the rule scan interval set for 15 seconds. Okay, so this is the amount of time we need to wait. And the clock is ticking. as you can see in the type section, in the type column, I can also identify the fingerprint of the Bluetooth device and see what type it is, if it's earphone, if it's another phone device, if it's another Bluetooth emitted device. Okay, now we can see we had the rule activated. Okay, so I'm going to see the result. And this is the front video recording. We have a little lag, so we didn't see the video running, but as you can see, I also got an email alert. It also supports geolocation. So in the alert, we're going to get the latitude and longitude that allow you to determine exactly which geolocation the alert was taken from. And this is the video, guys. So thank you. And now, do you want to see a live demo? All right. Here it is. Okay. So first, I'm going to activate the app. You can see that okay. So now this is the app. As you can see, I found a lot of different devices here in the room. Okay. Now I already predefined a rule over here. Okay. So the rule is a discovery rule. Whenever I find a new device, the rule is going to be activated. And the action that's going to be taken in this rule is taking a video from the rear camera, okay? So you're going to get in the demo, guys, okay? And I set the interval. You have a problem with the camera? And I set the video interval for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, so let's activate it. Now we have a 15 seconds interval. Okay, I think something happened. Let's see. Let's go over here. Oh, I got a new discovery rule. Let's see the video recording. Okay, so this was the demo, guys. So Bluehawk is available for you in the Android marketplace. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here. And if you have questions, so you can come to me after the conference later on and ask anything. Thank you very much. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. Let's smile to the camera right there. Woo! Okay.